Hi guys, if you are facing lagging, overheating, shattering, like issues while playing game on your laptop, then this video might help you solve these issues. Please follow the steps and I hope you will be in better condition and most of your issues will be reduced significantly. This video is specifically made for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. So let's begin. First, you might want to stop the background running tasks and disable startup apps. Let's see how to stop background running task. First, open Task Manager. Here you can see the apps that are currently running and using your CPU and resources. You should stop the apps that you're not using. In the Startup Apps section, you can disable the apps that are not essential but making your PC slow. Next, open Nvidia GeForce Experience app and go to Settings. If your graphics card supports Nvidia Whisper Mode, enable it. It will reduce laptop overheating issue, although it will reduce some FPS. You should also optimize the game after enabling Nvidia Whisper Mode. Now you have to change game setting.
Potentially could fix stuttering in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now, in my opinion, I think that this problem that I'm experiencing here is very specific to Intel CPUs, and that is actually the latest and the second latest architecture where they have these performance and efficiency cores going on. And because of this, the game really doesn't know how many cores you actually have and it can really use. Now, to fix this, we need to change a couple of game settings. So make sure that the game is currently not running and open your Explorer. Go to Documents, click on Call of Duty. If you play the beta, you'll see a player's beta folder, but that's not important today. So click on Players, and here you'll find all your configuration files. Now, the one you want to open up is the options free COD22.cst. Right-click on that and open in a text editor. You can use either Simple Notepad or Notepad++. Now you'll want to scroll all the way to the bottom of that file and find the fifth last option called Render Worker Count. But what actually is that setting? Well, essentially, this number dictates how many threads the game is allowed to use. Now, to figure out which is the right number in the setting, you need to know what kind of CPU you have in your system. So to do this, open up your Task Manager, and there you'll see the CPU that you're currently using. In my case, this is a 99-12900K. Enter this information on Google and go to the arc.com website. Then go down to CPU specifications, where you'll find the number of performance cores that you have. And this is exactly the value that you want to put into the Render Worker Count option of the Call of Duty settings file. Note, this is only the case for Alder Lake or Raptor Lake CPUs, so the 12th and 13th generation Intel CPUs. If you have an older CPU, like a 9th generation, like a 99-9900K, then you'll only find one number, which is just the physical number of cores that this CPU has. That's totally fine as well. So take that number and put it into the Render Worker Count. Save the file, and hopefully you should be good. In the background, you can see the built-in benchmark of Modern Warfare 2 and the effect of reducing the Render Worker Count from 15 to 8. Now, for me personally, this single change wasn't the only thing that I needed to do in order to get my game run smoothly. The other thing that I needed to do was to actually downgrade my Nvidia driver. You see, there seems to be some bugs with the latest Nvidia driver and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 that lead to some weird graphical glitches and apparently also to some stuttering. So for me, I also had to roll back to the driver version 522.25. And that's it. With these two changes, you've hopefully been able to get your game running smoothly. If this was the case, then leave a like.
If you're having problems with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 lagging, whether you're on the PC, Xbox, or PlayStation, these two settings might be to blame. So what we're going to be doing in this video is going into what those settings are and how to fix them. So without wasting time, let's get into it. The first setting that you're going to be looking at is found under the graphics section. So go to graphics, go in there, and it would be this, on-demand texture streaming. What you're going to want to do is disable texture streaming. Basically, what's happening here is your internet is getting clogged, like the pipes right after you take a big one. Next up, we've got field of view. If your field of view is set to 120, you might want to lower that. Setting the field of view to somewhere in the 90s range worked best for me on the Xbox Series S, but this is something you're going to need to play around with. If your field of view is too high, it taxes your graphics card or your system in general and can cause lag. Also, the third-person field of view is worthwhile changing if you're playing in third person.
Now we will change some setting to solve profile sign out and lagging problem. Open Game Settings, then go to Interface and turn off Parallax Effect. You can enable telemetry option to see graphics card temperature, ping, server lag, such important information. Now go to Graphics setting. Turn Nvidia DLSS option off. Turn off on-demand texture scaling. It is very demanding, so turning off will improve performance. I hope after following all these steps, your laptop problems like overheating, lagging, shattering will be reduced. This video is made possible by the tips of other YouTubers and COD gamers. If you face any improvement in gameplay or face any problem, please comment. If that helps, please like the video. Thank you for watching.